All right, we might as well start. Welcome, welcome. I hope everyone's going well. So welcome, I'm Robotic Head. And today we're still working on NearBeach. So today what we want to do is we want to continue from last stream. So I've had a thought about it, about what we can do. So the idea is, and I haven't got my debug mode happening, and I should have increased the font size. Give me 2 seconds. Terribly sorry about that. I've got to make sure that I'm on the correct screen, because there's multiple times I've been on the wrong screen and I try clicking those options. All right, keep. All right, so we're running. So the idea is I'm going to edit the Django Vue file to essentially add the ability to pass down some information into the Kanban information view, which will then pass it down into the Vue, into the VueJS component. Just to really confuse everyone because, you know, Vue. So let's get into it. So straight away, let's go into NearBeach. Let's go into our views, our NearBeach views. Let's hit our Kanban views and let's see where Kanban information is. So it's right here. So what we want to do is we should just put in card ID, and that equals 0 straight off the bat. So if nothing's fed through, it'll be fine. We also need to get the URLs to point there too. So we'll get the URLs. All right. Kanban information. All right, so here it is. So what I kind of want to keep a similar thing. I don't want to have a number and a number because I want everyone to understand what it's doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put card and then int card ID right there with the trailing thing. And in theory, that should work perfectly fine. So if we go to our local host, we list all our objects, let's go testing board 1. All right, cool. And if we crew card and then 1, perfect. But if we do something else, see, yeah. A lot of the times people won't need to do that because they'll just go to the Kanban board. And what will happen is it'll just throw through a 0 and then nothing will happen, which is what we want. All right, so let's go back to the Kanban information. So it's feeding through perfectly fine. And then what we need to do, okay, cool. So C card ID equals card ID. So we're feeding it through the context. And what will happen is we can then access that context on in the template renderer. So we'll go to the templates, we'll go to NearBeach, we'll then scroll all the way down to Kanban, and then we'll go Kanban information, and we'll actually put it up on this level here. So what we want to do, put it here, v bind, and then card ID equals card underscore ID. All right, from there, what we want to do is go down into the VueJS component, and let's actually build in the props to receive that information. So we'll go JavaScript, we'll go components. We remember to take a breath. Kanban, and then Kanban information. So this one, I do apologize. There is a lot of information here. So Kanban board, Kanban information, there we go. All right, and we want to scroll down to the props. So here are the props. So we actually want to put a new prop up here. So card ID, that will be of type number, and default is 0. So 0 means nothing's going to happen. So if someone accidentally triggers the 0, then nothing will happen. If someone actually keys in a card that doesn't exist in here, then what will happen is nothing, which is kind of what we want. All right. So now that's in, let's go to our mounted. All right, so this will update the URLs, this will update the destination, this will update the lists, this will update the user level. Let's actually have a look at, so what I want to do is I want to store this at the very top level. And when everything's mounted, it will get that information and hopefully use it. So, okay, we'll figure that out. We'll have to test it. We'll have to test it a couple of times just to make sure it works. So, yeah. Otherwise, we'll have to do a set timeout, which... Oh, we don't want to do that. Hopefully, with the mounted, it will work. So, I want to go to the VueJS, and I'm going to have to split out this Vuex file soon. It's not too big, but that being said, it will be a lot better if it was actually in smaller files, because we've got stores for this, we've got stores for that. It isn't one clear store. So as you can see, we've got a bunch of different stores and so forth. So we've got one for Kanban. And I feel this will be best stored at the Kanban level. And this is why I want to split it up into smaller things. That's module card, so it's further down. Module Kanban. It's the state, Kanban card results, column results, and level results. All right. And we want to name it so it's something not confusing. Open card will be a bit confusing for someone new because they'll be like, oh, cool, I just triggered that. And in reality, it won't be. Open card on load would be best. So open card on load. That will be a number. And mutations, this will be update. Kanban card. Initial payload. Initial payload sounds a lot better. Is the best spot to put this. Because we've got all those three. We can sneak it in there. Let's have a look at Kanban information. We've got update list, update URL. Where's our initial... initial payload? Let's just have a quick search for it. So we actually have it in the Kanban board. All right, I don't know why we're going so low to put that information. When in reality, I could just pull that information up. Okay, not a problem. We'll work around this at the moment. All right. No. Let's put in a proper bug report because this needs to be investigated. All right. It's going, oh, wrong one. So initial commit for Kanban board is in the component a few levels down. Right, and I'm just double checking that Kanban information, yep, all right, cool. The parent component of the Kanban board is Kanban information. However, the commit of information to the VueJS state management is happening in the child component. Should this be happening at the parent level? Okay, going to be move the store commit to Kanban board component. Okay, this would be a bit of a major one. Bug. Assign this to me. Kanban board. All right, great. Cool. All right. Let's get back into it. All right. So we're setting the card ID down. So what we will do instead is, I mean, we could set it down again. Then I don't want to do that though. Why is this down here? All right, you're in 3 places. All right, you don't need to be long down here. Okay, div level in level result. All right, this is. All right, that's fine. Okay, so let's have a look at the VueJS again. Let's see if there's getters, there's get cards, and there's get columns. Okay, we could easily write get level results too. That's pretty easy to do. Get levels. State where, all right, cool, return state levels. All right. All right, so we could potentially rip this out and then put in watches in here. Map getters, sorry. We could easily put in map getters. So let's VueJS. Import map getters from VueJS. All right, cool. I don't need to do them as a component. No, props. So the idea is we'll get rid of Kanban card results, level results, and column results, but we'll move those particular features out. So Kanban board results. All right, that will just go boop. Level results, that will also go boop. And column results will also go boop. Now, we need a computed method. Where we've got map getters and we've got column results is get column results. Level results is get level results. All right, and I think with the Kanban card results, okay, that one is not meant to be there. That one's meant to be there. All right, cool. The Kanban card results, that isn't needed at all. So what we need to do is, the good news is we can actually just cut this out and stick it in the information board when it gets mounted. So it's the first thing that is sent into the Vuex. All right, those three things. And then what actually happens is all the information that's down here gets passed on. All right, so we could essentially delete this. This also cleans up this functionality quite a fair amount. We'll double check that everything getting sent down is okay. So it's just building stuff here. There's no there's no v-binds apart from new code information, new code information. Oh, okay, no, that's fine. And level ID, yep, that's fine. All is good, sweet. All right, so we've just done a little bit of cleanup here. Move the code. So what we could do up here with this, what are we calling that? That field, which I've all of a sudden just drew a blank. It's card ID. Oh. This is the problem. This is a very specific case of card ID. I don't want to use card ID just because it's going to be confusing. I am probably going to call it, let's put this over here. We called it over here, open card on load. Let's keep it that. Okay. So this will actually be open card on load. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open card on load, cool. So on the Kanban information, it will be like so. Easy done. I like to be consistent all the way through. All right, that's fine. The URL with the card ID is fine. Keeping it short, they'll be fine. People will be able to be on here and be like, oh, okay, it's open card on load. Oh, I do have to check if the variables have to match. Okay, yes, they do. Okay, fine. And that will work. That will work perfectly fine. So we're sending information into up through here into the VueJS, which will then, if we scroll down here, when we init everything, we need to open open card on load. Open card on load. All right, cool. So we're sending that information upstream into the Vuex. So when an initial payload comes through, open card on load equals payload.open card on load. All right, cool, sweet. A lot of people will be happy. So that will be upstream. And then from there, when we actually do each little tiny component in the Kanban board, so each one of these, it will throw a check and it'll be like, all right, cool. Is this working or not? Sorry, is this particular card in here? If it is, then it will utilize the already existing functionality in there to get that data. And I might need to change some of that functionality to put some of it, sorry, just stretching and stuff, to put it behind a different function. So that way we've got one function that can be triggered via either event or via JavaScript. Because double clicking these cards, I mean, it's a cheat, it's a hack. It's not the best thing to do. So if we just reload the page, now we've got a problem. Unknown getters, get column results. Not a problem. Let's go to the Vuex. It's just columns and yeah, all right, cool. Now, that would be part of the compute method. At the wrong level, it's down here at the board level. Now we're double checking this. Actually, okay, I'm gonna undo what I did. If this thing will let me actually click on it. Okay, the reason being is I like to have this very verbose. Get column results. Results. All right. Okay, making sure that get gets with the variable there. So I like that sort of very strict type of stuff. Just helps when you're actually down the track and you've kind of forgotten what you were doing and then forgotten how you set things up. If you kind of name things in a certain way, you're like, all right, cool, I'm gonna guess this. And if you guess correctly, that's a very well produced variable name, I should say. Yeah. Okay, cool. So this should now work. There we go. Unknown getter get columns. Don't know what that means. All right, I'm just gonna hit refresh. All right, Kanban row view 10. All right, let's have a look. Let's travel down the way. All right. Why is... Start from the button. get columns. All right. I'm just sneaky. All right, cool. Ah, let's use a level. Oh. All right. Hitting refresh. Good. Done. All right. So nothing has popped up, but let's have a look at the Vuex component. It should be 0 by default. So let's go in here. So this will be part of the Kanban functionality. Cards on load 0. So if I actually go card and go 4, it now says 4, which is awesome news. If I put in 5, it's doing its thing. All right, reload. Hello? Mother of gosh. All right. I think that that tab just crashed. Happens quite a lot to me. All right, so as you see, this one's 5, which is great news. This is where we want to go. So what I want to do now is I want to make it so that this information is dragged down into these particular squares, these components here, and it just checks to see if there's something there. All right, cool. So what we want to do is we actually want to go down and look at what level this is. So if we have a look at the Vuex components, as you see, we've got Kanban information, Kanban board. So we want to go down the Kanban board. We're just picking the first row. It's these column draggables, which is at that level. We also want to edit the other file, the non-draggable one too. We decided to split that out because it was going to be too complicated to actually to render, yeah, it's just too complicated. It's easier to actually have it in 2 different files than deal with the draggable components. Because it would have just made the file ridiculously stupid. So this is Kanban column draggable. Hey, how are you? Greg Moss, the Foss Boss. How are you? I hope you're going well. All right, let's jump into it. So what I want to do is this is a very big file in itself. I think this is, because most of the work gets done here. You okay? Oh, that's good to hear. Okay, I need the computed section. Computer map getters. All right, in here we want to actually get the open card. I've already forgotten what I called it. Jesus. All right, let's bump up to here. Open card on load. And then it's simple, get open card on load, make sure we capitalize this O, and yes. So we should get the data down here. Then on mounted. So on mounted, what we want to do, let's do console log card on load is this dot card on load, open card on load. Try to took some of my tags and tried to make it into a sentence. Ah, fair enough. You been busy? All right, let's VueJS, unknown getter, open card on get. Oh, I haven't actually put it in VueJS yet. So, I have nothing against gaping. Yeah, that's all good. Get, all right, cool. So we want get open card on load here, and we want to state it where we want to return state.open card on load. All right, cool. Ah, fair enough. I'm assuming you're busy there today. I finished nearly 3 hours ago. All right, cool. We got card on load 5, and that happened 10 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10 because there's 2 columns hidden. Oh, sorry, 1 column with 2 rows hidden. All right, so that is working how we want it. So now we just got to, it just started an hour ago. Fair enough, a long day ahead for you. Damn. Check to see if the open card on load card ID exists on this in the section. And then what we want to do is it'll be simple if statement if this dot card I don't know what the variable is in here. I thought it was card results. This is where we get right up to the computer, came outside on load, all cards. I feel like that's getting every single card. And then column ID, column property, new card info. All right, I'm looking for my for statement. Template. Draggable list. Master list. All right, looking for master list. No, not here. Master list is a function. Oh, all right. All right. First off, let's clean up some of this. All right, done. Let's clean up some of this. Cool. All right, that's cleaned up, that's cleaned up. So essentially I've just got a master list. So it's a function, but it'll return an array. So I'm just wondering if I can use it in this dot master list dot filter, and then let's go row where return row dot ID pk equals this dot open card on load. All right. Dot length is greater than 0. That is hideous to look at that. Hey Nocturnal, how are you? All right, this is Okay, cool. Not a problem. Const count equals. Gonna font this out. Gonna yank this out. All right, cool. If count is greater than that, then card exists here. Run function to open it after 100 milliseconds. Do you eat the whole apple when you eat an apple, or do you leave the core? I leave out the core. I'm not a fan of the core. You are sleepy. Oh, well, didn't you just wake up? Or how are you feeling, by the way? Are you getting better? Was it your wife who's sick? Sorry, I've forgotten. Yeah, to waking up. Yep. All right. So if the card exists, we'll run the function here. I think 100 milliseconds waiting, or I could just run it. So now what we got to do is we've got to track down double clicks and all that kind of stuff and see if we can hijack an existing function. If we can hijack an existing function, it'll be awesome. So we're looking at the template, and essentially if we can hijack an existing function, it means that there's less changes in the other component. All right, so click, single click card, element PK, it looks like we can. This is even better. I'm also doing that. Okay, cool. So on single click card, so we're going to do this right away. So single click card, and I am going to put in, this dot open card on load. Okay, cool. We're both with, I got a cold, she had food positive, caught my cold. Oh no, she caught the cold. Okay, good. So you can look after her at least. So yeah, I hope she gets better very quickly. That sucks. Yeah, I hate food poisoning. It's the one reason why I don't eat chicken. Thank you very much, Greg. Yeah, hopefully that's the idea. That is the idea. All right, so if I refresh it, nothing happens, but it could be because this doesn't trigger. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go console log. We're just gonna go count and count. All right, we're gonna get now, it could also be a types issue where this isn't working. So let's go console log. Let's go row, card ID, this dot open. Let's really debug it. Food poisoning, then cold. Yeah, she doesn't seem too bad this morning. Oh, that's good. That's good. I do hope she gets out of it quickly. All right. PK4 and card ID. Oh, that's why I've picked the wrong freaking ID up here. Okay. Oh, that should be length at the end. Let's get rid of this. There we go. Perfect. And then if we key in a number that doesn't exist, it won't do anything. It'll just silently fail. Well, it's not really failing. It's... There we go. I kind of like that. It's quick, easy. I can put on a fraction. No, I won't. I think that's slow enough and quick enough. That'll work. Bite of undercooked chicken a few years ago. It was raw. Ugh, it tasted interesting. I'm still alive. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it was. My stomach wasn't feeling very well, so I got food poisoning, and then I got it again. So I'm just like, yep. Fair enough. Nah. Okay, cool. Check to see open card load to exist on this section. Card exists here, run the function. It'll actually run the function to open the card. Throwing up sucks, but better than dying. Yes, yes. Another nasty thing, and this is not in competition or anything like that, a nasty sort of bug and stuff like that is Shigella. Fever dreams and everything. It was, oof. I do not recommend that. All right, that's 4, 8, 9. All right. Okay, and then I'm just gonna. So that should do the similar thing because we've got the open card functionality here. Now we could push this all into a single mix-in if we wanted to. It was an interesting experience. It's like I could taste the chicken's life. Like it's fed. Oh, yeah. The ground it was. Yeah. Ugh. I do know in Japan there are places where you can get raw chicken, like to eat. Yeah, no thanks. Raw fish I can do. Raw chicken, no. Alright, element RPQ. Alright, cool. It goes here. Open card on load equals get open card on load. I've since become vegan. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I used to be a vegetarian when I was a teen. Long time ago. All right, so this works here. If we actually just duplicate this, we should hit the read only. Oh, I keep forgetting what it is. Oh no, it's the same thing. I just got to trigger that this board's closed. All right, duplicate tab. Oh, change. All right. Okay, that's something interesting. It's simple fix. A simple fix. So if we close the board, we go back here. It should reach read-only mode. And it works in read-only mode. So read-only mode, you can't do any of this, but you can double-click on things. And this looks like this is working perfectly. All right, cool. Let's fix this edit Kanban board because as you see, what's actually happening is it's just a pending edit board on top of the URL. That no longer works. We're gonna have to get out and have it so that it hits the correct URL. So I've just got to find that URL. It's under here. So Kanban information. Let's bump up here. Here it is. So as you see, it's just banging it straight on the end of the URL. So what we can do. So vbind. We're going to use some JavaScript here. So this is where we'll need the root URL. That will contain a slash. We need Kanban information. Then we need a slash, and then we need to input the Kanban ID, which sorry, I'm just cleaning up this whilst I remember. And it's going to be PK. and then slash, and then edit board. All right, this actually has to be in between the two backticks. We're gonna hit save. All right, that should save. So we'll just go back to the board. All right, so we've got the Kanban information up here. So I'm having a hover over the thing, and we've got localhost 8000 / Kanban information /2 / edit board, which is what we want. So if we go back, it's going to open up the card no matter what. We'll get rid of the card from the URL. We'll just have the board, and we've got the same thing. Cool. That will be the same on the read-only and non-read-only mode, because it reaches that same piece of code when it goes down. So what we now need to do, we've done that, which we've done all what we needed to do with the Kanban board, with it opening up the specific card. Now we need to do a route, or reroute, sorry, I should say, on the cards assigned to me here. So the idea here is I've clicked on this, it's gone card information 4. All right. We don't have the Kanban board that belongs to or anything like that. So what we'll need to do is we'll need to get the correct Kanban board, get the, well, we'll have the card ID, and then we just forward this particular URL onto the correct location. So before I do that, let's actually close up something in here. I added a new card just before, inherited initial commit for Kanban board. Yep, that's submitted. That is now ready for retesting. I have ported over the code to the correct component. We just need to test to make sure it has not broken anything. All right, cool. Fixing all those bugs. So what I'm going to do, URLs over here. I don't think we have something for card information. No, we don't. So I'm going to press a bunch of random buttons and everything's going to minimize. All right, I'm back. Card information. So this would be a path. It'll be card information, if I spell that right. It'll be an int, and we've got card ID. And what we'll do is we'll see if we have a card view. Because it'd be nice to split this out into its own little, no, we don't. So there's got to be a quicker way to, new file, card views.py. All right, cool. Straight off the bat, we will need from NearBeach.models import Kanban card and Kanban board. And just because I am a fanatic for keeping this looking nice, Kanban board. And then card shown request and card ID. And then return nothing at the moment. All right. So from Django. Ooh. HTTP. All right. I've forgotten how to do this. Not a problem. We just look something up. That's not what I wanted. render redirect. So I'm just trying to, I think this is what I want. Redirect, yep. By passing a get absolute URL by reverse. We want to do it with reverse if memory serves me correctly. That way, if a user has keyed in NearBeach to not sit at a certain level, so they've installed it as an app, so it has a little subfolder and all that kind of fun stuff, which I do try and support. It will work. So we're essentially wanting something like this, and this is part of the shortcuts. So I'm just gonna paste this down here. It will get rid of this. Shortcuts, import, redirect. Cool. And then what we want here is we want a simple get the card or 404. That is actually really important to do. And we've got to make sure the user has access to that card also, which requires us to do... Actually, no, we can just send them off to the Kanban board and the Kanban board will do all the permissions. There's no, this will be very quick, this little function. So we don't need to worry about this at all because it will just redirect them and the redirect will do stuff for us. So first off though, I do need to include, I'm just opening up another view, just any view whatsoever. I need to make sure that the user's logged in. So the get will work. Actually, we'll need both of those. So where's our card information? Let's just scoot you over just a little bit. Yeah, let's get, yeah. All right, stay over there. All right. Ah, wrong button. Okay, cool. So I just need to, I don't remember those. So we'll need that to be set to get. We'll need a login required. We might as well hit the login required just to stop people at this sort of level. All right. Where's my other? No. I'll close that one. Close that one. Close that one. I can close all these now and just focus on what we need. URLs, card views. I just need those decorators to understand what those decorators are. So it would be this decorator and this one. All right, cool. I'm just gonna paste them in. I'm gonna alphabetize them in a second. Okay. So that should belong over here. All right, cool. So it'll always be a get. We'll always make sure that they've logged in. We now need the card ID. We need the get with 404. So Django get object or 404. Django get object or 404. All right. All right. What's the documentation for this? All right. Documentation. So that's also part of the shortcuts. Oh, get object or 404. All right, cool. So this will be card results equals Kanban card dot objects dot. Oh no, wait. Read the instructions. It's just equal to that. Yep. It will nick that line for reference. All right, cool. Get object or 404. So we want Kanban card, where the primary key equals, card ID equals card ID. All right, I'm happy with that. Get the Kanban board associated with the card. So Kanban board results equals, I can just go Kanban results equals Kanban board dot objects dot get Kanban board ID equals the card results dot Kanban board ID. All right, from there you need to return a redirect. Oh, okay, cool. Using the Kanban board ID, we can now Kanban board. All right, cool. So this will be Kanban information, where Kanban, this is where I want to double check everything with the URLs. Oh, I haven't even plotted this thing yet. Oh, because I got to import it. Okay, so that will be card views dot card information, where the name equals card information. Boys, are fed and I have my coffee. Yes, time to boot up. Oh, something went wrong. All right, NearBeach views, card views has no attribute card information. Yeah, that's because I spelt it wrong. Formation. There we go. You can now go away. So this will be, I did this to go. What are you telling me? There's no attribute cardboard. I just fixed it. I am getting this right? That's it. Yeah. All right. Not a problem. Let's keep going. Let's make sure that I can rewrite all that soon. Let's Kanban information it first. Kanban ID, Kanban board. So we've got Kanban board ID and OpenCard on load. All right. So Kanban board ID. All right, this is going to need a couple of lines. And hey, Aiden, how are you today? I hope you're going well. All right, this will equal Kanban results dot Kanban board ID this will equal the card ID. We don't need to. In fact, this could potentially be one line of code because we can filter it for it. Actually, we don't even need this line of code. There we go. You're doing well. Got a letter from the uni I applied for saying I'm a great fit. Oh, congratulations. That's awesome news, dude. I hope you're ecstatic. I'm using big words right now, even though I am exhausted. So yeah, that is awesome. Congratulations. That is really good news. All right. As for myself, yeah, I'm solving bugs. I'm surprised how productive I've been this evening. I didn't think I would be this productive. All right, so we've got a little tiny function. We've fixed all this up. Now let's fix up whatever this is going, saying about this. Let's just, let's do that. Let's hit save. Let's hit ignore. It's saying it's reloading. We're gonna hit. All right, it's reloaded. All right, let's do this again. Card information /int card ID. Oh, need that. And card views dot name equals card information. All right, let's just hit save. All right, that's saved. Let's find out what the hell was going wrong with this. I honestly don't know. I think it just needed to be restarted. Honestly, to tell you the truth. Software engineering, nice. All right, cool. So let's go in here. This card information, if all works well, field error at cannot resolve card ID in the field. All right, then that's not a problem. Oh. Choices are change user, date created, date modified, is archived, is deleted, can be border information, can be card description, can be card ID. That's the one we want. Okay. That one can go in there. And then we need to, oh wait, that's just gonna reference that, that's fine. I'm gonna have to pretend to know assembly for the first year. Good luck. I have a friend who did assembly. Actually, I got a couple of friends who did assembly. Yeah, good luck. Yeah, it's very interesting. All right. Can I also point out, not every single CPU can divide. So, you know how you get a number and you divide by another number? There are some CPUs that are still out there that you have to do those tricky workarounds. So yes, enjoy that. Enjoy the tricky workarounds because holy hell, they are fun. I tried it online. It is interesting, but it's hard, yeah, and left me confused, yes. Yes. Don't you worry. And it did it. All right, cool. Did a short session on assembly at A level, yep. I've just listened to my friends talk about it and stuff like that. I've watched a few YouTube things. Just out of curiosity, I was looking at the Apollo 11's GitHub Apollo 11 source code. which I was just curious, and I was like, all right, what does this do? Oh, hello. Does anyone know why the scroll zoom out, zoom in, zoom out doesn't work on Macs anymore? All right, let's go down. Like, I know these are instructions. And yeah, like normal programming languages more, yeah. I still like C. I'm not the best at it anymore. I used to be really good at a basic sort of level. I never got into vectors. So Z vector. Yes. Yes, they are. So I think I got up to learning these and stuff like that. So, yeah. Fun times learning C. That's as low as I'll go though. Yeah. All right, we have done this. So the idea now is this. If you click on it, bang, will actually take you to a card. It will redirect. That's fine. It loads up pretty quickly. I'm not fussed at that at all. So let's compile. npm run prod. Let's compile it properly. Yeah, this was a big thing that I wanted to get done. And I can't believe I did it in a lot quicker than I thought I would. I'm not complaining that I did it quicker. It's nice. Right, just gotta look out for the time, just because I know I've got to finish very shortly. All right. Cool. All right, so that's compiled. Let's go get status. I'm terribly sorry. This is really tiny text. I'm just double checking that everything's perfectly fine. Yes, it is. Git add everything. Git commit. All right, let's find this bit. Bug. I can do a bit of C++, but I don't have enough, so I can't remember so much. But I have been focusing on learning Rust, so fair enough. Rust is something I do want to learn. Rust and Carbon. I have forgotten if this is actually a bug. Dashboard, assign cards currently go to user information ID. All right, no, this is it. Yeah, all right. So I'll zoom in so everyone can read this. This is the bug we're fixing tonight. So the idea is you click on one of these, it actually takes you to the Kanban board and that card will appear. So we are ready for testing for this one. We will copy this ID. We'll go bug fix down here and key in the information and then hit enter. And then type in push right. If Google doesn't kill it. Yes, yes. Check out Elixir. I found the little idea is quite interesting. Yeah, I've been meaning to play around with Elixir. I haven't looked at the language in a while though. Is this the one that was for that phone company? Or am I thinking of another language? It's built on top of Erlang. Oh, okay. Once again, I need a new project to start new languages. I will be redoing, again, the NearBeach site. I don't know how many times I've redone the NearBeach site. I've had to actually turn it into a static site at the moment. Nothing wrong with Embraco. It's just the cost of the SQL database was actually chewing into a lot of the grant I was having. So I was like, well, I can do one of two things. I can move everything to SQL Server. Then I realized I couldn't. And I was like, well, I can I can put it on WordPress and move it back to my site back to WordPress, which uses the MariaDB. So, yeah. All right, so this one should now be ready for retesting. Let's go back to current issues. Let's make sure this has been pushed. Let's not make the same mistake I did the other day, and let's hit npm run watch. Okay. And that should do its watch thing. All right. I've got to fix that issue. It's just because also, if we actually go to my website, there's a few things. I want to keep this design when moving to WordPress. So I think I can. I think I can create each component. And then what I could also do is have it so that each of these steps I can edit in. So that way I can like organize them and stuff like that. So using advanced custom fields and so forth like that. And just having this bang render. I shouldn't need any of the other stuff. If it's a static site, maybe look up like I kind of want to get it back onto a CMS because I kind of want to implement a blog functionality into it. So I've only just turned it into a static site in the cheating way possible because there's only 2 pages, literally just by getting my source and downloading everything and then putting the images in the correct spot or editing their location. So yeah, maybe Impress. So what I want to do, I can close that. I can close that. I can keep that open. All right, so this allow host and stuff like that. What I'll need to do is sit down and figure out how it affects this. I swear to you, the zoom in, zoom out doesn't work on my mouse anymore. How it actually affects this and where to put that information in, because I'll need to actually have it in here. I think it is this. Nowadays, let's actually double check this because this could be a bug that could be fixed. All right. Allowed host, no, it isn't fixed yet. And I'm just gonna search this code. Alright. Cross-site stuff, yeah. Alright. I wonder if I could hijack that too. All right, I'm gonna have to look at this, but I'm gonna put in a note. It's gonna be me playing around with stuff. Okay, cool. I'm gonna, we already have something called CSRF trusted URLs. Could we hijack this, or should we have a separate variable? All right, so that just needs me to actually go in and test that all out. Even for blog generation, using static site generator is probably better than a CMS. Okay, Plus, you get to use Cloudflare for Ages, which has a very nice free tier. Yeah. All right. I remember watching Martin Flower talk about how I'm assuming that's meant to be his blog is a static site. Yeah. All right, let's have a look at Hugo. Great film. There you go. Go Hugo. All right. Well, they do have themes, but I want to keep my own theme. That's the thing. But it doesn't hurt actually looking at these themes and being like, all right, I can actually sort of, I like that layout. I like how that's that and so forth like that. All right. Ooh. Now I'm just getting distracted. Okay, cool. I need docs. Yeah. Okay, so it's still got variables and so forth like that. I'm sure you can, yeah. Yeah, because I'm really proud of this sort of theme with this here and all that kind of fun stuff. So I do want to keep that. Like I like that sort of little diagonal type of stuff. I'm just proud that I figured it out. I was like, yeah. For those who are wondering how I do it, essentially I have your usual content blocks like this, above and below. And then for here, what I do is I've got a clip path and I've got a polygon. So that polygon's like that. And then I've got just background colors and so forth like that, which is taken from Tailwind. So you'll notice that the background colors from indigo to purple, yeah, all right, is the same as the one below. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. All right, should installation. No, it's just an overview. To come in two different standard and extended. With the extended edition, you can encode WebP images. All right, I'll need that. Translate SAS to CSS using the, yep, I'll need that. Yep. Not required. Get and go often used when working with Hugo. Yep. Okay, cool. And what was the other one? Impress. I'm double checking. You said Impress, didn't you? Yep. Should be headless CMS. Well, yeah, WordPress is now. No, this would be site generators. Ghost might be another good option. Oh, okay, cool. Which one? Oh, neat. I will have to try this. I will have to play around with it, but yeah. I'm in no rush porting the NearBeach, sorry, the marketing site at the moment. just because it's 2 pages, it's functional. I know there's a mistake down here. Please don't point it out. And there's another mistake on the self-hosting when you're in mobile. This doesn't line up very well, which I'll have to fix. So, yeah. Is it true that it doesn't matter how much money you spend on auto stuff, it will never sound better than just having the band playing next to you? Pretty much. I used to go to quite a lot of gigs to take photos. Oh yeah. I used to do it in a bar. Been to many gigs. Not nowadays. I'm tired by 12. Talking about the time, I am terribly sorry. It is. I am finishing early today, just because I have stuff to do. So I do have to say goodbye. We will raid someone. I'll find this kind of segments amusing. Oh, fair enough. All right. There's Randy, who's doing a program. Pirate Software, I think we rated the other day. It's on stream. All right. I feel like Randy. All right. I like that statement. Yeah, you'll never be as good as the wall. All right. I am going to raid Randy. Thank you very much, everyone, for coming. I've never raided Randy before. Yep. All right, cool. Thank you very much for coming today. We actually got stuff done, which is great. I've now got to figure out what I want to do next. It will most likely be fixing more bugs, but there might be some more feature implementations, whether big or small. I do need to start writing up unit tests very soon, and end-to-end tests and integration tests. The idea is I want this to sort of, I want to cover most of my bases. I don't want a serious bug to be released in the next release, which will hopefully happen in under a month. Probably happen in a month. But anyway, thank you very much, everyone, and enjoy your stream. So see ya. Thank you very much.